Hey, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another show. I'm Conservative John here, back with some more information on the Titan submersible. Yes, it's very devastating of what happened to those on board the Titan submarine, submersible, however you would like to say it. Now, one of the biggest things that many people have been looking for and trying to figure out and trying to see is there any bodies that will be recovered? But due to this information that just come out, the Titanic sub, will the bodies from the submersible ever be recovered? As investigations continue into what caused the Titan submersible to implode near the wreck of the Titanic, it is not known whether the bodies of those who died will ever be found. And again, what they've said is they truly believe that an hour and 45 minutes into the actually going down towards the Titanic, when they lost contact, that's when it all went downhill. Now, one of the most craziest, amazing opportunities of a lifetime to go see one of the most iconic movies ever made, the Titanic. Many of you guys are familiar with it. If I got the chance, I've been the one guy that's been on YouTube watching every video, documentary, everything that I could on the Titanic, because I'm fascinated by what happened and how it happened and how amazing the ship actually was. If I could go back, yes, I'd definitely be on board the ship. It was an amazing opportunity for those back in the day to see something so great. Now, I wish I could say that, yeah, at that time, I would have done something different. I would have said, hey guys, slow the boat down. There may be icebergs out here. I would have maybe even told him, hey, instead of turning at the iceberg, hit it straight on. Maybe that might be better. I'm just saying, there's a lot of different things that I probably would have done different, but I would just been fascinated to see the artwork, the decor, just to see how it was, and to think that, man, what if that ship was still around today? How amazing would it be to go on? Well, there's actually going to be a Titanic 2 that's being made, and that is something that I've considered maybe going on. But what's going to happen with the Titanic submarine? Families who are wanting to see their loved ones or wanting to do an actual burial, will their bodies ever be recovered? That is what is the crazy news now that everybody's asking. The investigations, the debris that was found all over the bottom floor, the sea level, about 1,600 feet away from the Titanic, will it actually ever come together? Will they be able to scrounge up enough pieces to actually prove that this is exactly what happened? You remember, their whole job of the U.S. Coast Guard was just to find that submarine. And once they found it, they said, we'll leave it up to others to make the decision on what happens next. But, you know, you and I both know it's very devastating to hear about the things that had happened with the submarine. I hate it, but this is what they said. They literally feel like they cut corners. I've got a video for you on kind of exactly what had happened.
The missing tourist submersible. Former submarine commander David Marquet says today's discovery of debris, believed to follow a catastrophic implosion, was the most likely scenario after its disappearance Sunday.
I think there was a defect that was somewhere in there right at the beginning. But of course, on the surface, it doesn't really matter because the pressure is not great. And then it could be a tiny crack, could have been a dimple in the hull.
People pay a lot of money to be in the OceanGate Titan sub that takes them to see the Titanic and the depths of the ocean. It's part of a growing industry of deep sea tourism, one that doesn't always face many regulations.
In this case, the company postured themselves as very fast moving, very innovative. They made a deliberate decision. They were challenged by the industry, and they made a deliberate decision not to go through the standard industry double inspection and regulation and scrutiny processes.
Considered to be an outlier company, attorneys say even if that weren't the case, this incident wouldn't likely lead to changes of more oversight.
It's a particular area in which we wouldn't expect the government to get involved because this is not something that is available to the general public.
And in this particular case, the Titanic is generally considered to be in international waters. Explorers hope there's another conversation that starts now.
I hope we have conversations about like what's the role of going into the ocean, how much innovation and exploration, and how much can we push the envelope.
Marquet adds he's hopeful as much of the submersible as possible can be recovered so that it can be pieced back together as best as possible so that we can get a better idea of exactly what happened.
And like they said, one of the biggest things that they really want to do is give the family some understanding on what happened, and hopefully moving forward, there's going to be some more regulations on before people go diving to see the Titanic. After this incident, I do believe there will be people that say, you know what, I can design something that'll go down all the way to the Titanic and all around and do something where it becomes a tourist attraction. But can you imagine how much that would cost? But how amazing would that be that you could actually go down and see something so iconic? But I want to leave you with a question, guys. Do you think we should raise the Titanic, or should we let it be? Let me know down in the comments below. But thank you again so much for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe for some more trending news. And until next time, I'm Conservative John. Peace.